Hi Ben. I just wanted to show you a couple of things here. Um, so here's your website. So it's been designed so that it will be responsive. So what that means is it's mostly paying attention to the width of a device. Because basically on the internet, vertical scrolling is a completely normal thing. Because you can have pages that have a lot of content, so they scroll. Now, horizontal scrolling, in other words, the left and right, that is not an accepted thing, and it's not a good thing. So that's why the width is kind of the primary dimension. And any liquid in the cup gets spilled over vertically and not horizontally. So I'm just going to show you a couple things with your site here. So if I make it smaller, you can see the image adjust, and the image will adjust in proportion. Okay, so it's going both width and height, but it's using the width of the browser as the primary dimension. So you'll see the navigation collapse after a certain point. You'll see the image get smaller. Now what happens though is people have monitors of all different kind of sizes, plus they have their own way of viewing stuff. They may have a browser window that's this small. You can't control that, and you don't want your site to shrink down to try and fit, something like this, for example. Like that's not going to look good. Your site's just going to look weird and broken. So that's why there would be vertical scrolling this way. So basically, you can have something this wide, and the fold, as they call it, in other words, the bottom of the browser, that's going to be not in our control. So there's going to be some scrolling. So, like certain laptops or certain people's browser window might be open a bit smaller. They might just kind of toss it aside like that. Well, we're not going to try to make your image fit within a tiny little space like that, right? So there's a little bit of scrolling involved. Now, you'll notice that if I do this, nothing happens. And that's exactly what we want. If I do this, then something does happen. So that's basically just kind of like how the majority of websites work. Like even if you go to your About page, for example, we can't fit all that content onto this screen. And it might even be different for other people. Maybe their monitor is more like that. They can't fit it all onto the screen, so there's going to be some scrolling, right? So that is basically kind of what I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can figure out how to stop this thing.